audio engineer.
Amen. Yes,
so that we can make the things do the things that we're supposed to do the things. Yo, welcome back to Late Nights with Oko and Koko. It is episode 12.
Episode 12.
Okay.
Yo, these late nights got me acting a fool. I stepped in on Vavoom, like in the way that I move. I ain't playing around with fools.
In these streets,
Hello.
We've been making it do what it do, and a lot has been going on, girl. There is what? Oh shit! I feel like we have had like quite a bit of This has been quite the week.
The last 7 days.
The last 7 days have been so
None of this stuff was
eventful.
happening when we was here last.
None of these things. Like we are on to new topics, new things.
None of these things.
It is Black History Month.
It is Black History Month.
So
Happy Black History Month, y'all.
Oko, tell them what we're drinking.
We are drinking because all my niggas know that we like a good Crown Royal.
All my niggas know
that. So we are drinking Crown Royal peach flavor.
Peach flavor.
I got kinfolk that are like, we taught you well, child.
Yes,
they
you know
are.
what
They
I'm
are
saying?
listening and looking right now, thinking that
Some good Crown Royal. Yes, the ASMR for the girls. That's good sounds. You feel that? Like I like that. It's giving puddles. And if you don't know what puddles means, that means it's making me wet. Okay.
making you wet. Where?
Don't I'll answer. Don't.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. There we fucking go. All right. Yes, it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
So eventful.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. Crown Royal.
Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
Show. When we first started connecting in your kitchen, and you would be cooking, I always, because I am the nigga who, I come with the gift. I come with something.
You do come with something.
I remember like the first 5 times you cooked, I brought one version of that Crown Peach.
Oh yeah.
Apple.
All different types of things. Oko pulls up with a mixed cocktail.
Cola.
With a
Because I don't
bottle. Because he doesn't cook. No, he will not cook anything.
I cook, but I cook for myself now. I eat good too. Thank God for food stamps.
I told Oko to get an air fryer. And
I thought you were gonna say you told me to get food stamps.
I also told him to get food stamps. Okay, I'm here. I'm helping. I'm doing things.
You have your purpose.
Yeah, I have purposes. All right. Yes, I can help do some stuff.
No. You really I'll give you that. You really can help. Like you do know how to nigger rig things.
We're gonna get some solutions up in this motherfucker.
You really do.
That is what it's gonna be. We're going to get to the answer.
So before we get to all the stuff,
all of the many things,
can we do Am I Wrong? I think you're gonna like this one.
Yeah.
Just to get us from where we are headed, child. So the question is, am I wrong for dropping a guy after he left me in the middle of a shroom trip?
Okay.
He wanted to take shrooms together. He gets to my house around 6:37 and plans to stay until 12.
Okay.
Let me just say the gram hit me a lot harder than him. Around 10:30, he starts going on his phone and scrolling TikTok and ignoring me. He then says he wants to go home. I ask why, and he claims, I have responsibilities. I have work tomorrow at like 10 a.m. So I say whatever and get up and walk him out. The second I stand up, I feel really nauseous and know I have to throw up. We sit at the toilet for a second, and after a minute, I get up and walk him outside. The second I step outside, I start throwing up in the lawn. He stands there for a second awkwardly and then turns around and starts to walk away. I kind of scoff, and he turns around and asks me if I want him to stay. He was obviously in a hurry to get home and didn't want to be there, so I said, no, just go. The next day, he didn't text me at all, not one thing. I unadded him on everything, and I haven't been talking to him. He ended up texting me today, 2 days later, and he's mad at me now. Am I being dramatic, or are his actions as shitty as I think? Also, let me just say and add that this is the same man that asked me to be his girlfriend 3 days ago. Not really feeling like that's how you treat a girlfriend. What is your thoughts? Is she wrong for dumping him? That's her question.
I mean, no, I don't think she's wrong for dumping him. I don't think that's the right word. Not wrong. Is it overreacting? Maybe a little bit.
You think?
I mean, if I got shit to do, I guess if we just started dating, what you threw up, I'm supposed to take care of you now.
But she's on shrooms, so she's on something.
He's on shrooms too. That's a good excuse. for why like he responded however it was that he did. I was also on shrooms. He's got to think. He's got to come up with better wording for how he does his stuff. He's not playing his game right.
That's the thing. So I
He
think
got this bitch writing "Am I Wrongs" and really, because he ain't do it right.
well, he ain't saying nothing.
Well,
he didn't say anything the following day, which is shitty. Now
Yeah, I
it's one
guess
thing for you to leave, but
yeah.
you do not fucking leave and then don't check on because he knew he saw that girl vomiting her tonsils out. He
Yeah,
knew
that's
that.
fair.
He knew that.
I probably wouldn't date him either. Realistically, probably.
I
not.
would dump him, and I would dump him because I wouldn't leave you too drunk. I wouldn't leave you in any situation where it's just like, oh, you're on your own. If you are out of your mind,
And she didn't seem like. Okay, she didn't seem like she was out of her mind.
but she could barely stand up. She was vomiting in the yard.
I don't know if that's out of your mind. That's just like sick. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I don't think she's wrong though.
I don't think she's wrong, and
wrong.
I don't think that, but I do think he has a way where he could say to her, I hadn't thought of this because I didn't read it until I read it to you, just to get the surprise of it. I do think that you're right in the sense that maybe he could say, honey, I was out of my mind too.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm like he didn't
I
do this
left
right.
because I was having my own trip.
I was having,
'cause that's what
I was having my
happens.
own trip, and I was dealing with my own
That
thing.
would have been fine if he would have told her that the following day.
Yeah,
none of this would have made. None of this would have happened. I don't think if he would have like checked in on her.
Am I wrong? I think she's dramatic, and I think to then go put this in a story on a thing on Reddit makes just like confirms that you're dramatic. Personally,
She's dramatic, and she chose not to be with him.
fair.
So I mean, it ain't like she didn't say he begging her. Mm-hmm. So that's that. You have something?
You can go to the next one.
Okay.
I'll throw it in there.
All right, I'm gonna do some highlights, just little things I know, some people that you like. So Coco Jones
Ooh, love her.
has been she just signed a exclusive publishing agreement with Warner Chappell Music.
Oh, awesome.
Keep in mind that Sunday she's up for 5 Grammys.
Okay, very. Oh, I didn't know she was up for 5. But
5.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that until
Oh
today
wait, no,
either.
I did know that because she played the thing. Her mom. She recorded her mom
She's beautiful.
saying, "Yeah, she's really."
I had
really
no
beautiful.
idea of that, but what I didn't look too much into, and maybe what is exclusive publishing agreement? What does that mean?
Publishing is songwriting.
Okay, because she's a songwriter.
That's a songwriting deal. That's
Okay.
what that is. I didn't know she was a songwriter, but
I didn't either.
But that's publishing as a songwriter. So that means she's got a deal to write songs for other people. And
for her.
herself. If she, I don't know if she signed to Warner Chappell or if that's like a thing that because she could essentially be writing for her own self and be fulfilling that concept, I think. But a publishing deal is for songwriters. It's
Yeah.
similar to a record deal, but for songwriters.
And it sounds like, from what I read also in the article, that like the reps for Chappell, Warner Chappell, it sounded like they really it kind of read like they were doing let's talk about this, let's put this out there that she signed, but also maybe this would help her win a Grammy because they kept mentioning, now let's go and get those Grammys, Coco. That's how he ended it, congratulations.
Well, the voting for the Grammys is done already.
I thought so too, but he's they're making them synonymous with each other.
Of course, as I said, it's good, get the publicity
Right.
while the iron is hot.
Right. What is your favorite Coco Jones song that you can think of?
I See You.
Oh, is that all she got? Probably.
That's my favorite one of her.
She's beautiful.
She's very pretty. She's on the Tummy Hurts remix with Renee Rapp.
Okay. Renee from the movie, the show that you told me about.
Yeah, Renee Rapp. Yes, Coco Jones is on the remix, and that's cool. I really like Coco Jones. She looks like a beauty. I'm happy that she's up for 5 Grammys. It's Grammys week in LA.
It's Grammys weekend.
Grammys week is fun because there's always all this stuff going on. There's lots of
Album release parties.
album release parties. People are doing stuff.
Nomination parties.
Yeah.
I heard that I know a couple people that went to, I think Janelle Monáe had a party a couple days ago.
Yeah.
She's fabulous.
I am going to a Grammy party.
Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, I'm going.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to
I
a
love
Grammy.
that I brought that. I didn't even know you were going there.
I'm going to a Grammy party.
When is it?
It's tomorrow night.
Very nice.
Yeah, I got the location and the confirmation today. And the
Come
ticket.
on.
Yeah, I'm on the list, bitch.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Are
excited.
you realize what you're going to wear?
I do not know what I was going to wear. That's why I was calling you, because I was going to be like, okay, maybe something to wear to a Grammy party.
That's what you were saying.
That's
I
what
thought you was asking about weed. I was like, no.
No, that's
I don't
not
have
what-
any.
I was like, no,
it's
no,
not true, but whatever.
I was asking about what to. Yeah, so I'm excited.
I am going to I'm going to a Grammys party tomorrow with Sakina, who, by the way, was on our first Black History Month episode.
Of course, Oko's going to Grammys parties.
Yes,
it's
but
not a special thing.
It's depending upon the
very
rain.
regular for
it's
Oko
also
to be going
depending
to.
upon the rain.
I was so excited when I found out when I got my ticket. I was like, oh
be.
my god! I actually really was
excited.
I was very excited in my living room.
Oh, one more.
Because at the beginning of the year I said I was like, I want to meet more people and go out and shake more hands.
You did say that. You said it on here.
And I've been doing that.
And listen, manifestation.
Bitches is outside.
Manifestation.
When I was going to Grammy parties, I was the other day.
Bring an umbrella.
The other day I was working with Jelly Roll. He's nominated for Best New Artist.
Okay.
And I was working with his wife on her podcast.
What is her podcast called? Give her a shout out. What is it called?
Oh, fuck. What's the name of her podcast? I don't know. Oh,
Twinkie?
No, I'm cutting that. I'm cutting that joke out. I'm cutting that joke out. Oh, man, that's funny. Well, I was working with her on her podcast, and they were just, like, really cool. And let me see if I should actually say what the fuck was it is.
We're here now. I think you should say it.
No, I'm going to Google it. I'll cut it together. Jelly Roll.
What kind of music does Jelly Roll do? I ain't never even heard this name.
Bunny XO. Bunny XO podcast. Okay, so I'll say it again. So the other day I was working with Jelly Roll's wife.
Okay, and her podcast is.
Yeah, he's nominated for. You can't say I didn't say it was a podcast yet. So you gotta let me. I got trying to get. Okay. Motherfucker, come on. So the other day, I was working with Jelly Roll is this artist who got nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammys. And what's cool about it is that he's like 39 when he got the nomination, which is very unheard of.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And so but I was working with his wife, Bunny, and shout out to Bunny because they're really cool. Bunny XO, her podcast, Dumb Blonde. And it's like a really cool, they were funny and they were really nice. And it's just like, well, we've been outside, we've been shaking hands, we've been meeting people and just hi, my name's Corey. What do you do?
I love that. Well, yeah, you're going to have fun tomorrow. Get an umbrella and you're not taking one of mine. So do something.
Okay.
Because it's going to be raining all day. That's going to depend upon if I actually go somewhere. Because I am too old to be in a line waiting in the rain. That's not happening.
Oko said he goes to Grammys parties all the time.
I've been to a few.
He said
I've been to a few. And then I got a busy week. So, yeah, I don't know. A few more little quick highlights. Yeah. Jess Hilarious has been announced.
She's funny.
As the new co-host of The Breakfast Club.
Oh, she has been announced, yeah.
It was confirmed yesterday, I believe, or day before yesterday.
Awesome, she's funny.
So she will be sitting up there with Charlamagne and DJ Envy.
Jess is funny.
That's a good check.
That's a real good check.
That's a good check for her. That's a very good check for her.
I'm happy for her. She really is funny, and she's like, I think Jess Hilarious she stands out to me as one of the funnier women. Not funnier women, but she's a funny
I didn't realize she started out that she had a little era on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I never watched Wild 'N Out. I watched it early, years and years ago, before Nick Cannon became synonymous with it.
Wild 'N Out's always had Nick Cannon with it.
Always? Mm-hmm. Since the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wild 'N Out has always had Nick Cannon, and Matt Rife was on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
Quite a few people. That's actually where a lot of comedians are coming. A solid amount of comedians come out of Wild 'N Out.
Got it.
Like TV personalities.
Got it.
Shout out to Nick Cannon and his many baby mamas.
From your mouth to God's ears. Last thing, Keke Palmer revealed in Teen Vogue that she believes that her time in Hollywood might be coming to an end.
She might just be talking. She might be. She's probably just fucking talking.
And we love the gag.
Yeah, we do.
We love the gag, honey. This is a Keke Palmer safe zone. This is the Church of Keke Palmer.
Keke, get it back, Palmer.
We love the gag. Well, she says that, quote, I think the time has started. I think I haven't retired because I just haven't felt it yet.
She's 30.
Okay. But I know that it is around the corner. Keke said, I got other things to do.
Keke is
whatever that is, I got other things to do.
Keke is 30.
I am still Keke Palmer.
She's probably just dealing with some postpartum-y type shit and talking. That's what I'm going to guess.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I'm going with Kiki gonna be around for a while.
No, I'm going to go with that, but I'm not going to like, no, it may just be her. It could just be her talking shit to Teen Vogue.
Sure.
Like, she looks good on the cover. She has a whole spread.
Oh yeah.
So
Kiki,
I think that
Kiki get a bag. Kiki cutting
yeah,
checks.
I think
Palmer.
but I also feel like, you know what? If we was to hear that Kiki was a fucking teacher for a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised. I could see her being a kindergarten teacher for an era.
I don't know if I can see her doing that.
I could. Or drama teacher.
Kiki, a drama teacher.
I could see her being a drama teacher.
I guess I can see something like that. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I'm trying to think about what my. Okay, so my first topic I'm gonna bring up. Where is Kamala? Where is she? I ain't seen this bitch doing nothing for 4 years. I can't believe it's been 4 years. Kamala, where are you? Where are you? What did they do? Why aren't you talking? Kamala, give us a blink if you're okay. Blink 3 times if you're good. Kamala. Cause where has she been?
I don't know. I think her and Joe both are pretty absent, if you ask me. And if you ask the polls, a poll came out today where in 7, I believe, I didn't write this down because I didn't think we were going to talk about him, but in like 7 key battleground states, he's like 3 points behind Trump.
Sure.
Joe, so Kamala, come out.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what are you?
I mean, as much as polls can be unpredictable, and we learned our lesson with Hillary Clinton.
But they don't do no talk shows. They don't do nothing.
No. She was on The View 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but they could be
Which is the number one talk show.
Yeah,
so
but
they
could be doing more stuff. I feel like
I agree.
I feel like Barack was on late night shows.
He was.
Barack was outside.
On podcasts. Remember when he came with the two ferns, two men in the ferns, whatever that show was?
Yeah, between two ferns. Yeah,
that was a big deal.
Yeah, like Barack was outside,
and that was like a podcast like this.
Yeah, Barack was outside.
Let me pull up to these white bitches.
Barack was outside.
And let them know vote for me.
Joe ain't doing. What are you doing, Joe?
Well, listen, push come to shove, Joe better do something because the young people and some people are not enthusiastic. So I think you're right. I think that Kamala and whoever else need to get their asses out there but here's my thing with it. Don't always push Kamala out to the nigga parties.
I just don't understand, like,
because that's the thing. Like, mark my words, it's Black History.
But just like, what is she
going
doing?
to be at the cookout? Because the universe works like this. We will see Kamala next week having a Black History White House jig.
Sure.
On the lawn with Kool-Aid.
Tomorrow's Friday? Tomorrow's Thursday. This is coming on Friday.
It's happening.
This is coming this week.
Because it's Black History Month. So we're going to see some more. I think we're going to see as much Kamala this month as we have seen in a while. I think you're right. Where are you, Kamala? The people are wondering what you're doing. The people on Black Twitter call you silk press. They say all you do is get your hair done.
I just don't know where. I don't know where you are.
Her hair is good though.
I just don't know what she's doing.
You hear when she told Keke Palmer in an interview, when Keke interviewed her, like Keke said, like asked about her silk press, and she just said, "Oh, it's just a certain brush I use." Kamala, we know you got a hairstylist.
Yeah, keeping that shit laid.
Yeah, her hair be laid. We did it, Joe.
Yeah, we did it, Joe.
We did it.
Not fucking around.
We did it. So I have a fun little topic here that I think you may enjoy. I was doing something, because this show, by the way, have me in the trenches of all type of stuff. Just trying to, first of all, have conversation with my friend. Mm-hmm. And then if you guys like it, you like it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What's up?
And you guys seem to really like it. We appreciate that.
We do appreciate you.
But I stumbled upon the Pornhub year in review of 2023.
Sure.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Sure.
I didn't know they had graphs.
Oh.
I'll send you some graphs. Maybe you can add them to them. Maybe not.
I will definitely add some of these graphs.
Because they're funny.
Yeah.
But I'll read 2, because this could be a whole little series. I can't read all of them. I want to read the most searched gay terms in 2023.
Yes, let's do it.
The top 15.
Top
10.
Top 10.
Number 1 is twink.
Oh.
By the way, some of these I had to literally type in because I didn't know what they were.
Well, I know what a twink is.
I know what a twink is.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Number 2 is anime. That was shocking to me.
I guess like anime porn is interesting. I can't watch it. It doesn't seem like something that like I want to watch, but it looks hot enough, I guess. The concept is there.
Number 3 and 4, I'm going to say, and then I'm going to show you how it stumped me. Number 3 is Pinoy.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Filipino.
That's racist?
I know it's just, I mean, it's called Pinoy porn.
Is it just Filipino porn?
I guess. I didn't know. I had never heard of it until I looked into it. And number 4, though, is Asian.
That's not surprising.
But to me, am I saying this on this podcast? To me, like the idea that Pinoy being number 3, then Asian being number 4, it's almost like me. This is me, y'all. So please, not him, me, and don't please be nice. It's like to me, Pornhub searching Haitian dick.
Like a very specific,
instead of
like
black dick.
Like a
yes,
suspect.
Because it's like they're all Asian.
It's like a subsect.
It is. It's interesting that was number 3 and 4, Pinoy and Asian. And I'm thinking, God bless. I don't want to kink shame.
So like Southeast Asian and Asian.
Supposedly.
Got it. Sure.
Number 5 is Hentai. Hentai.
Okay, I've heard of that. Is that also like cartoon porn?
I think it's like cartoonish.
I think that's also like cartoon porn.
Number 6 is Curious Straight Friend.
I would imagine that is higher. Curious Straight Friend. Sure.
I never have typed in Curious Straight Friend. I just say straight.
I might have typed in straight or like turned or like
trade.
Trade. Yeah.
Lord knows I love a trade.
Yeah.
I love a trade. Number 7 is straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 8 is furry. I don't know what that is.
Fury?
Yeah.
Like
Furry. Furry.
That's like hairy.
Oh.
Like a hairy guy. Furry.
It made me think of Furbies. You remember Furbies? Like little McDonald toys?
Yeah, I do remember Furbies.
I said, what is going on with these people?
You said Fury. I'm like, what is furry?
Furry.
Okay, hairy.
Hairy. Okay.
Hairy.
God bless you.
Furry is hairy.
Number 9 is film.
I like hairy. Hairy's good.
Yeah, you like hairy.
I don't mind hairy.
I don't dislike hairy.
Yeah, hairy's cool.
Okay. Number 9 is film boy.
Femboy.
Yeah, which is very like, there's a lot of women in one of these articles, in one of these graphs show that straight women look at a lot of film boy and things. Which is interesting.
Think that is interesting. It is not my go-to.
And can I say number 10?
Number 10 is
the thing. The number 10 is black.
Oh, I would also imagine that would have been higher.
I thought so too. I was shocked that before anime and Pinoy and Hibachi and Curious Straight Friend that the black dick was going to be somewhere in there.
I
But
would
what do I
imagine the
know?
black dick would have been higher. Like,
What do I know? I don't think these people tell the truth.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think they tell the truth.
The number of like requests for BBC, I feel like, are much higher than a lot of those. But maybe that's just.
Yeah, I think that people are like.
I really hate that like terminology, BBC.
I never say it.
I hate that, but I see it a lot.
And it is usually, when you hear that, it is usually 2 things. It is usually if a black man is saying, I got a BBC, he talking to the whites.
Sure.
He definitely ain't talking to me and you. Because our dicks look the same. You don't have to say BBC. And if a white is saying it, they saying buck.
Yeah.
They are saying buck, 12 years a slave.
Yes. So please with the good dick, Johnny.
They are saying, come on.
Johnny with the big dick.
Come on. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
Good Pornhub section.
I'm here for a Pornhub section.
Yeah.
I like people and their sexcapades and the inappropriateness of the sexcapades.
How we doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
Keep going.
So Gayle King, always funny. And she's not funny. No, I want to change. I want to talk about lovers and friends. That's what I want to talk about. Because we've been talking about this in our real life.
Yes.
So Usher's lovers and friends list came out last week.
Okay.
And I don't know why I'm saying Usher's lovers and friends because I associated him, but I don't know.
I think it is Usher's lovers and friends. I think that's true.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Usher's.
Because he's not really like, it doesn't say Usher and friends. It just says lovers and friends. And
No,
his
it's
name.
Usher's, it's like Usher's lovers and friends. Yeah, that's like his thing because it's in Vegas.
Got it. So, and maybe you can help me out with some of like how this works. So it's Lovers and Friends, Las Vegas, Saturday, May 4th, 2024. Mm-hmm. And the list is Janet Jackson, Lil Wayne, Nas,
Okay.
Ludacris, Nelly, Akon, Neo, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys,
Okay.
Mary J. Blige,
Sure.
Ja Rule.
I'm not putting all these names up on here.
No. Ashanti.
Sure.
And I was just in because it's a lot. T-Pain.
Yeah.
Well, he put that out within probably 20 hours. Mary Jane Blige put out on her iOS press release.
I be loving iOS press release.
She says, quote, "I am beyond humbled by the response from all of you about the announcement of me on Lovers and Friends Festival. Unfortunately, my inclusion was an error, as I will be busy in preparation for my Strength of a Woman Summit just 1 week later. I have the greatest fans in the world and can't wait to see you all in New York in a few short months. Mary J. Blige." Mary said, "Usher, get my name off that list."
Get my name off this list. Get my name off this list.
First of all, it ain't that. What are they paying? I wonder how much these people get.
I love festivals because festivals cost like they look like Coachella. Mm-hmm. Coachella's like $500 for a ticket, which is kind of expensive. Mm-hmm. But like last year at Coachella,
you enjoyed it.
Last year at Coachella, I saw The Weeknd, Lil Wayne. No, I saw The Weeknd, Metro Boomin, 21 Savage, Bad Bunny, Blackpink, Dominic Fike, like Shensia, Willow Smith,
right.
No Name, Lotto.
You did.
I saw mad people. Like for $500, like that's worth it.
That is worth it.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
it was
worth
like
it.
It was like a whole so many people. Don Tolliver, like man, like so many people, like people that I didn't expect to see, people that I didn't want to see. Bjork, I saw a bunch of.
Talk about, because I talked to you when you were there. Well, I talk every day, but what was the thing with Frank Ocean?
Frank Ocean just like came out late and like I wasn't doing it because Coachella has too many people at it, and I was there trying to see Frank Ocean. He was taking too long to come out, and so it was like he was supposed to go on at 10. I got there at like 9:30. We had distant seats. Like it was like 10:30. He still hadn't come out. 10:45. Like 10:50 rolled around. I was like, I'm leaving. I'm tired. Coachella. My allergies were kicking my ass. It was like the end of day 3, and I don't have the energy for that shit. And so I left and started making my way out of this. It was literally 125,000 people I was making my way through. It was awful. And by the time I had gotten to the thing, he still hadn't played the show. But then like he played like 6 or 7 songs, and they cut him because of the sound, and it was late.
Yeah, I heard that it was short.
And then it didn't pull out.
That it was shortened because he was so late.
Yeah.
That's rude.
I mean, it's expensive. Like, and there's like sound rules and stuff. He went on late and like it was a whole thing. Yeah.
He went on late.
Frank Ocean isn't my favorite. He's cool.
He's not your favorite artist sonically, like his music, or
yeah, like he's cool. Like he's cool, like, you know, but his music is not really my super cup of tea. So I wasn't there to see him. I actually didn't know I was going to Coachella. I kind of like got surprised with the ticket to show Coachella and just went.
Do you like Channel Orange?
Not really. It wasn't that like. It was like my freshman year of college. Pyramids, whatever.
I find it that like it's when you really want to like, there are like some people that like worship that album. It's a huge deal for some people here in LA.
Sure.
I've met a lot of people over the years since that, because I think that should have been like 2012.
Yeah, that was my freshman year. Yep.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people who like worship that album. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a big deal for them.
Yeah, it was not my, whatever.
Not your thing.
No, not at all. He's cool. Yay, Frank, you're lit.
Yeah, Mary, back to Mary though. Mary, I think Mary, first of all, on that list, it's just so many of them. It just probably was a typo. When you got everybody else on there, why not say Mary coming?
It's probably just like your dream list of
people.
Was she the only one who said she wasn't on it?
She's the only one that has said that she wasn't.
So I think it's a pretty good lineup.
Oh yeah, Sierra, Backstreet. It's so many of them. Monica and Brandy. Interesting. Yeah. Eve.
Yeah, I would go.
But my question is like, I'm always interested in like the pay scale. Because Casey and JoJo is not getting paid the same as Janet Jackson.
No. But they're giving them all like the rate to come and pull up to the show and do the thing. And you can play a big festival and it'll be fun. And like artists like to play shows. It's fun to play for big crowds. And it might not be the most money you've made for a show, but you might, make like 20 bands to go. Yeah. Like they might be I'm trying to think like what they might be paying Nelly to go do a show. It's probably like 20, 30 bands, 40.
Right. And we said this a couple weeks ago that Nelly's will be on tour with Janet this summer.
And I feel like he's not making that much on tour with Janet a night. I don't think so. Janet's probably making like, I don't know what Janet makes a night on tour. That's a good question. Maybe like 150,000 a night.
Probably.
That sounds right.
Because she's selling out.
150, 250,000 a night, I imagine she's making. And that's probably like 20, 30 to Nelly or so, maybe. But I mean, even if you're like making like even if you're making like $80,000 a week, like that's good money.
Yeah.
That's good money, and you're getting new listeners, and you're selling merch that doesn't include any of those other things like other ways you're making money. But I don't know.
And the possibility of album sales boosting.
Yeah, like because you're on tour and like more people are going to see, and there's all these many things that, like all these benefits of going on.
Because I tell you what, after I saw,
oh my god, you know what's crazy?
What happened?
I don't think I fucking. Oh my god. So I forgot to turn the cameras on. Well, like I forgot to turn all the cameras on. And so like I forgot to turn on our individuals. Whoops. They're on now.
And Apple Music, you still hear us.
Yeah.
You've heard all of it.
Yeah, you've heard it. Nothing changed as far as the look was, but we just didn't have the cameras on for the first half of the show, really. So, or we have like just the main camera on for the first half of the show. Whatever.
All right. One little last thing. You want to talk about T-Pain?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Well, I want to talk about him after.
Okay. So where you want to go?
Change up the order. What are our
all right.
potential
So
topics?
we could go to T-Pain. We could also go to, this is funny.
Yeah, tell me the topics. Tell me the topics we have to go to and let me choose.
T-Pain, this is a question of like A, B, C, or D.
Okay.
Kind of silly. Mm-hmm. United Music Group, which is suing TikTok.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. We could do that. Or Issa Rae.
Let's do United Music Group suing TikTok.
Got it. Well, United Music Group, which is home to artists like Drake, Nicki, Taylor.
Oh, Nicki.
Bad Bunny.
Okay.
They're ready to pull the plug on their relationship with TikTok.
Why?
And they are ready because it was revealed that it plans to pull all the artists' music from the company because of equity and not getting the right compensation.
Sure.
And also the harmful effects of AI technology and online safety.
That's a little thing to throw in on the side, sure.
It is,
yeah.
Right. But it sounded like the gist of it, what I took from it was that, let me tell you what United Music said. It says, TikTok's attempted to bully us into accepting a deal worth less than the previous deal for less than the fair value, market value, and not reflective of their exponential growth. By selectively removing the artists of our development while keeping on the platform our global driving artists. End of quote. I thought what I thought was interesting about that, where it made it sound like to me that United is like protecting the artists who may not be a Taylor Swift.
No.
On the flip side, though,
not at all.
If it's about the sound, who's wanting their sound?
No.
Not to be disrespectful to those artists.
It's particularly, United is going for, it's saying like, we have major artists and these major artists aren't getting the fair share of their slice. These people dropping their records anyway are still going to blow up and do their thing anyway.
Right.
They're not talking about anything to do with the small artist who needs TikTok and will take whatever deal it is because TikTok can get their shit to blow up.
You're saying United is saying that?
No, that's what
TikTok is doing.
The reality is.
Okay.
The reality is that United has a bunch of artists, these big name artists whose albums will be big regardless if they're on TikTok or not. And then they can like, and it's probably hard to like censor like all of the various versions of things. Like you can just say anything that's Drake is not playing on TikTok, and it'll all come off, and it won't play. That's easy.
They say that if
and it's a good threat to make TikTok ante up the money.
Well, yeah, they say that if once UMG removes its catalog, there would be no sound, there will be no audio on the platform.
That's not true. But
that's what they're saying.
That's not true.
Okay.
But it might not be. There won't be a lot of major artist audio on the platform. It'll be smaller artists.
The quote said, once UMG removes its catalog artists, it will be completely muted on sound. Sound would be completely muted on the platform.
No.
Okay.
That's not what will happen. Artists who are signed to, like I am an artist who is on TikTok. I am not signed to UMG.
True.
So if UMG removes their artists, I will still be on TikTok. My deal is not with them.
That makes sense.
So that's not how that works per se.
Mm-hmm.
But if
but if you're trying to get money out of somebody, or I could understand why they said it.
But I mean, so if they actually do pull it,
Right.
That'll actually be good for independent artists. That'll be much better for
So
independent
you're
artists.
okay with that decision if that
Sure.
was to happen?
Yeah. Nicki, you don't need no more fucking money. Actually, let's move on to that topic.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about Miss Onika.
Let's talk about Onika and Megan.
Yeah. Because what a week it's been.
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 So a couple days ago, woke up and Megan had dropped a new song,
Hiss, which is currently predicted next week on the 11th, I believe, or the 10th to be number one, debut at number one. It hasn't happened yet, but it is like vying for that spot.
For number one on Billboard charts.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, I just read that before.
That's exciting.
Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah.
Love that for her. So whatever, she dropped this record and it's a cool song. Mm-hmm. I was watching the music video and I was like, she eating up in the music video looking like a motherfucking snack.
My Lord.
I was like, wow, that's great.
You talk about fine, Jesus.
I was just like, ooh, she look good.
Christ.
And, watch this music video as I do my morning, just in my morning routine, and went about my motherfucking day. Mm-hmm. Now, the next morning, I wake up and I see Nicki Minaj has posted the her in the studio, just replaying some verse she wrote about little piece of verse she wrote about Bigfoot. Get up on your good foot. They call her Bigfoot, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I called Oko.
You did? I was in the bed.
I called Oko and I said, you know what? We're going to have to talk about Nicki on the podcast because she is so fucking mean. I was like, wow, she's so mean. I don't like this. And I went back and I watched his because again, looking like a snack. And I was like, what is the line that I was like, what is this that's coming for anyone? And the line was supposedly, you have to talk so the camera cuts to you nice and good too.
Oh, me? Yes.
So you have to cut
you
in.
could have this moment because you like explaining.
You have to cut in and back so that it does cut. You have to say something.
Okay.
I'll cut this out. But
yeah.
So like the pod, like she's up there and it says, Megan, these hoes isn't mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's Law.
Right.
And I personally didn't feel like that was a shot at Nicki Minaj. I didn't feel that. She ain't say about being petty or anything like that. There was none of this conversation. She's
right,
just
but you
like
do realize that's what the law was called, though.
Yeah, I do realize, and I thought it was a good line. Mm-hmm. And Nicki just took it like real personally.
But did you know that Megan's Law was the law that required that people register for like the sex offenders list, or you just thought it was Megan's Law meaning Megan Thee Stallion?
No, I knew what the fuck Megan's Law was. Megan's Law was about having to register as a sex offender. Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered sex offender who can't be near schools or parks. And he can't be near schools or parks and needs to register when he goes places. And Nicki's mad at her because her husband, baby daddy, is a fucking sex offender. Bitch, you married him. That was your decision. And now you all offended. Now I just didn't feel like it was like a direct stab at Megan, at Nicki. I didn't think that.
But what would it be though?
But that's what my friend said. My friend was like, well, whose hoe? What hoes is she talking about?
Yeah, I think that it's like, I think that
where are these hoes?
Yeah, I think we can do a couple things. We can say that Megan was pulling a trigger, or putting a message out that was for one particular person, because lo and behold, this is the woman who is, like you said, married to a man who is a registered sex offender.
Went to jail for like 4 or 5 years for it.
Now, to your point,
rapist. I'm sorry. Let me just the actuality. Went to jail for 4 or 5 years for rape.
Right. Mm-hmm. Also, to your point, to make it a little bigger, there is a possibility where, Nicki ain't the only bitch that's in love or tied to a sex offender.
Not at all.
Nah, that's in these streets.
Not at all.
People do a lot of things, and we see all of them people too.
Certainly, yes.
Certainly. So, let me just say that those who live in glass houses, be careful, because I know people who this conversation or that topic of icky men who you love is a conversation that don't nobody want to have because it's a lot of people who are married and tied to men who are icky and have done icky things.
Icky things.
Let's
Icky
be
things.
very clear.
Icky
so
things.
I do think, though, that you're right in the sense that it could have been about a lot of bitches and people.
Yeah.
Now, it is also your competition is so happen to be this her story, too.
I mean, I just feel like Nicki.
Niggas, I'm coming for your mama.
So,
Lord.
So Nicki, you know, she posts the thing about the Bigfoot, whatever. I call. It's not nice. We're gonna talk about it in the podcast.
Yes.
This is before like then she goes on like her 3-day like coke binge rant on Twitter.
Allegedly.
That's what it looked like.
Corey.
Clean it up.
You're not having these bars shut us down.
Clean it up.
You're saying allegedly. They're doxing people.
Yeah,
They're fucking
this is
doxing people.
so crazy. How awful are they all?
Yeah,
They're
allegedly.
all
We don't know if that
monsters.
Nicki's on coke.
They're all fucking
And
monsters.
shit, you done finally took me out my house to get to this moment.
I can't believe.
And won't these bitches come in the
I cannot
studio?
believe.
'Cause I'm telling you now, if I come in here next week and these high booty barbs are fucking wanting to fight me, I'm moving out the way.
These middle of the back.
Ass is hanging out their ass. I'm not, listen, don't do it. Don't fucking do it, bitches.
Yo, it's like
I don't condone, but I also don't come. Don't come.
A lot of people have like been warning
I'm
us
tired
about
now.
Nicki. Many people have warned us about Nicki Minaj. Many people have had problems with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has beefed with everybody from like Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey.
Miley was good.
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking.
She should have left Mariah alone. That felt strange.
Fucking Megan Thee Stallion. Fucking Lil Kim. Remy Ma. Like Nicki's had a problem with like everybody, and like it's just not nice. And like so now you got like. And then, like, you got her fans out here. Y'all are fucking crazy, too. Like, this shit is not cool. Y'all, this is unhealthy. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, and then how are you, Nicki, not telling these rabid-ass fans of yours to, like, calm the fuck down? Because she likes it. Because you're fucking toxic, too.
She's toxic.
Oh, my God. Like, how
She's
are
toxic.
How do you have... You got people putting out Megan's mother's dead... Her funeral address? There's, like, people...
Cemetery address,
Like, you got
yes.
her cemetery... What the fuck is wrong with
Which
y'all?
had to, like, heighten up security.
Like, what's wrong with you all who thinks it's okay to post these things? You all who thinks it's funny, and you, Nicki, who thinks that this is just like,
You know, she said at the end of the disc, thank you to my fans.
yeah,
Like, which is a wink.
Like,
Like,
she's
thank
just
y'all.
like- she's just like,
now,
it's
she
like-
did start it out by saying that I don't condone bullying.
which is the funniest fucking cokehead ass thing to say in the middle of that goddamn ass thing.
The beginning.
Yeah, like, are you fucking kidding me? It's just so wild.
So wait, anything else you want to get out before I break us down to something? I want to just
just
go
like
somewhere
being
with it.
nasty is like, I don't understand, Nicki, why you seem like you have so much. Like,
She does. You're
like,
Nicki Minaj.
You're Nicki Minaj. Like,
You're a fucking Nicki
you're really
Minaj.
like, you have mad cool records. Like, you got a bunch of numbers.
She's still chart topping.
Like, you're really cool. Like, you aren't cool. That's the fucking thing. You aren't cool. But like, as far as like like your music and that type of stuff was all good. And now, like, you just seem like a really bitter, like, you just seem like really ugly on the inside.
But do you think it's a possibility that it could just be a woman who she was so used to being the dominant person that she just don't know how to share the spotlight? She don't know how to share that all things come to an end. Everyone gets old. Your time will come and go. But I believe that it is learning that wherever you move, your fans will go. Because see, that's the thing with Nicki that I don't give her a pass. She could give us fucking country rap, and her fans are going to go there.
But like,
So she doesn't have to act like she's doing. So it makes me wonder, like, why can't she see the bigger picture of she's Nicki Minaj? What her record sales are what they are.
Nicki talks about being like the queen of rap and the queen of everything, but like, this is not like queen movement. Like, Beyonce
No, it's
would
not
never
queen.
do this shit.
Wait, no, Beyonce don't have to
Madonna
do it.
would never do this shit.
Who
Like,
you said?
Madonna,
Madonna?
like, they would like this wouldn't, nah. This is like not cool. And like, I don't understand like what the point of being so nasty is. It seems like you're like messing up. And okay, actually, one more piece. Girl, that song, what was that? That's what you came back with? You had niggas waiting all weekend for that bull ass shit? That slurred ass off, like that was so bad. That's what you came back with? It was disrespectful. You talking about her dead mom on the track and you can't even do it like in a way that was hot?
I was told that I saw a video of a Barb just to see both sides of where we were going to talk about it today. And the Barb said last night on some Twitter that disc was pretty much just her trolling Megan. It wasn't to be her best, which is why she said you have 24 hours. It's like, supposing, I think you said to me, didn't she say that she had like 5 more things?
Yeah, Nicki said she had 5 more records, and
So
I'm
it's
assuming
almost
that
like
was. I'm assuming that whatever Bigfoot was the best one.
Well, no, she's saying it was just, well, her Barbs, she's not saying this. Her Barbs is saying it was just a tease.
That was
That
so
it was just
bad.
a troll.
She dropped that as a single. That was so bad. That shit should have stayed in the studio.
Right, but okay, so I was reading Them magazine because I wanted to know, how did we get here? I kept saying to you, like, what is this? Like, how did we get here? Mm-hmm. And Them magazine kind of helped me comprehensively kind of find why we are here. And I want to just say a couple things to you. So in 2019, they worked together. They did the album Hot Girl Summer.
It's a hot girl summer, so you know you got it lit. Real ass bitch. No, she got it lit.
With Ty Dolla, what's his name?
Ty Dolla $ign.
I was just making sure I said Ty Dolla $ign. Well, in 2020, Megan and Cardi did WAP together.
Yes, which
and that's
smashed
important.
Up a whole bunch of records.
That's important for me to say for what I'm getting ready to say. Well, this was 2020, like summer of 2020, I believe. Nicki unfollowed Megan on Instagram in January of 2021. So this was after WAP.
Okay.
She unfollowed Nicki, making fans believe that she was hinting at a kind of falling out. And the reason they believe that her fans, or I guess their fans, is because Nicki in one of her Queen radio episodes said, quote, an emerging female rapper she felt has supported her, who she had supported and championed, then she felt like was letting down her and was betraying her. So that's what made people start, after unfollowing Megan, was she winking at talking about Megan in this Queen Radio. I never watched Queen Radio. You ever watch it?
No, because I don't like Nicki Minaj.
Not even then?
No.
Got it. Well, on March 3rd, 2023, this is when it kind of speeds up, Nicki dropped Red Ruby Da Sleaze.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. In there, she says a line, but I don't fuck.
It's a wax song, too.
Okay. In there, she says, but I don't fuck with horses. And that 40 cal make them dance like a go-go. And that's what made many believe that the latter is a reference to Tory Lanez shooting Megan in the foot back in 2020.
Sure.
And I'm leading this up because I want to kind of paint a picture of why Hiss came about. Also, why Bigfoot came about. Because it's not just happenstance.
His is not a record that is like a shot stance. It's like, I don't know. Megan's been in the names of a lot of people's mouths over the last year since dealing with this Tory Lanez shit. And Tory, have fun in jail.
Oh yeah, ride. Not ride. Don't have fun, ride. You and your toupee.
And so I feel like his was just like her response to what was happening around her. And I think I don't feel like I don't know. I just feel like I feel like Nicki is mean and the response was whack, and Megan just looks bomb.
She does. Nicki also said in the song FTCU, I always get the acronym wrong.
Fuck this club up.
Yeah, she said in that song, there was a line where she said, stay in your Tory Lanez, bitch, I'm not Iggy. And that was again before his. Mm-hmm. So just trying to leading up to how the idea that Megan, if there is a world where people are saying that Megan just took a shot at Nicki, unrequited. She did say that in this.
Nicki's been shooting shots this whole time.
Yes, Nicki. She's been shooting shots, I will imagine. Kind Can I tell you one of my favorite lines in his though? Because I thought it was funny. She says, these niggas hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars.
So I didn't understand what that line meant. But then I was working on this show with someone and they were talking about etching. Mm-hmm. And how people are now getting their abs, dudes are getting their abs etched to make them look better, I guess. I don't know what it does, but they call it ab etching. And I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, and she was also winking at one who is allegedly have had Botox too. Good old Canadian Aubrey.
Yeah, good old Aubrey.
Who also showed his ass with her. I forgot. I can't say verbatim what he did, but he's pretty much. Didn't he like take over Tory Lanez or something?
Yeah, something like that.
He's stupid.
That did happen. That definitely happened.
Yeah, he's stupid.
Yeah.
So how do you? Here's the thing, like. Because everyone's talking about it. People are clearly taking sides. The barbs are crazy. The hotties are not too far behind. All of these fan bases are nutty.
No, these like...
And I don't know. I'm not going to say that I haven't heard the hotties doxing people or any of that. So I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that all fan bases are somewhat sycophants. They are a little like unhinged. Maybe need to go fucking read a book.
I feel like I love Beyonce and like I don't feel like I don't know, like it's not supposed to be like it feels nasty.
It does feel nasty.
It feels nasty.
But do you think that the genesis because Biggie and Pac was nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. I was a kid, but that's nasty. And I feel like I wouldn't agree with it. I feel like
if you was an adult then.
Yeah, I feel like I would have been like, this seems nasty. It seems unnecessary. Why has everybody got to be so nasty all the time? They don't, but they just be choosing to.
That's true.
They don't have to be so nasty.
No.
They really don't.
Well, Nicki wrote a post.
Well, let's get off of Nicki. We've been on Nicki for a little while.
Oh, we're done with it?
You want to do like
in
more
general?
Nicki? You want to keep more? Okay, let's do like 2 more, 3 more minutes of Nicki.
Yeah, I was just going to I don't have to read what I was going to say, but let me. So I polled my fans. Not my fans.
Yes,
I polled my friends.
Oko polled his fans.
Jesus, I polled my friends on Facebook or one of the things. It wasn't Facebook either. I guess I'm drunk. Jesus. And the first thing I asked was whose side y'all were on, Nicki or Cardi. 3% are on Nicki's side.
3%?
3.
Oh, how many answers?
So the options were, let me rephrase it. The options were whose side are you on, Nicki, Meghan, or who cares?
Okay, sure.
Because it's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I get that. That's
Nicki's 3%. Meghan is 90%. So you know what my fans are. I guess they're hotties.
Yes, they're hotties.
And the 7% is who cares.
Well, it's not even about if they're being hotties or not. It's just like Nicki's being nasty. Like,
True.
And it's like too many times to too many people. Like now the problem child is actually looking to be you, bitch.
But I also asked the people if they wanted to say anything about the two of them.
Sure.
And I'll read a few. One of them said both of them need to shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Another one said Nicki and Azalea are both very talented if they just keep the crazy quiet. Hey, I like that.
Nicki and Azalea?
Yeah.
Wrong.
I don't know why she's saying that, but okay.
Sure.
Okay. Another one said prayer circle for Nicki. That's true.
Yeah, girl need Jesus.
Another one said it's convenient timing for both of them. Whoever was ghostwriting for Nicki needs to return. That's a shot.
Yeah, that's a shot fired because, man, that diss track really was just like a bag of doo-doo.
The other one said that hoe, Onika, is washed up and can't get over it because she's a Sagittarius. Okay. Also, I'm glad we are watching her fall in real time because why gatekeep female hip-hop?
Yeah, I don't like that energy. I feel like I enjoy how like Cardi B is just like co-signing these new girls and like they're all friends and it's all cool. Like you don't have to be like shitty.
Another one also said, I've never heard this. And one said, Nicki is definitely a Zionist who needs rehab and a divorce. I don't know where that Zionist connection, so I'm not going to touch on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that means. And another one is Nicki ain't been right since after her mixtape days in 2008 and all the personalities took over. She's trash.
Yeah, it's not cute.
And last, in the words of Keke Palmer's baby daddy, you are a mom. Also, all these bitches are really your daughter.
I mean, yeah, but like she's just like it's like some of them are. I guess a lot of them are. I guess that's true. A lot of these people. A lot of them are from the school of Nicki, but it's just like very like it's just like unpleasant to see like what it is that she's like becoming. Like she's really tarnishing the legacy.
She did say in the in that disc, she says that you have 24 hours to respond to your mother. Which I take it that was her way of saying, bitch, without me, because of me, I am you. There's you.
I'm happy that, remember when I called you and I said that like I was like, Beyonce gave her a call and told her not to respond.
You talking about Megan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember when I said that?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm certain that that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I feel like that.
And then that's what she did. And now if Hiss goes number 1, I'm going to laugh so amazingly hard. Hiss, Megan, Thee Stallion. That's cool. What's next?
Okay. You want to talk about let's go to Gayle, because I cut her off.
Yes, let's talk about
good old Gayle King, honey. How are we doing on time? We good?
We're doing good.
All right.
I might snip down that Nicki conversation if I got to.
You didn't like it?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying if there's
okay.
a place to end it, that's the place to do it.
So Gayle was on the podcast. Gayle, listen.
I like Gayle King.
Gayle, if you want to just come on podcast, come here.
Yeah, please come on our podcast.
We would love to have you.
We would.
We would be on our best behavior not.
No, we wouldn't. But
I will. I would.
We'll have fun.
We will have fun.
We'll have fun. You'll like us. We'll laugh. We'll have a great time.
And we would ask, and honestly, because I know you do this and I do this, you do it because you do the editing. Any shit that she says that she don't want in there, we would take out.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah. I think we would do that for anyone who comes on the show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that like she is besties with Oprah.
I also saw
I
saw some some forms that we have people sign that we should have people sign when we do the show, so we can legally make sure that we're okay.
Oh, you mean us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw some people doing that. I was like, we should do
smart. That. Well, Gayle was on a podcast and she recently said that she once loaned a man she was dating $4,000 for child support issues.
Gayle said what?
Gayle says that she was dating a man since she's been Gayle King now.
Yeah.
So this is really probably, I don't know what year, but it sounded like it was recent, who came to her and said to her that I guess he was in between checks.
Sure.
And that he needed $4,000 for his child support.
That's so funny.
And she gave it to him.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
She said that when she called Oprah and told her, Oprah joked and said, God, I would have felt better if he had said 40,000. Oprah said, this broke nigga who don't got $4,000.
She said, shit.
This is what you dealing with.
That's funny that's what Oprah said. That's funny. That's a funny response. I would have felt better if it was 40,000.
But it's funny, but it also makes fucking complete sense when you are a billionaire. Like $4,000?
He's like, you know, $4,000.
Is that what you're asking me for?
Like, she's like, you broke, bitch. Here, please.
Can you imagine what people ask Oprah for?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would ask Oprah for something she would give me. If I'm asking Oprah for something, I'd be like, Oprah, yes, I'm broke as hell. Can you please write me a check for $6,000? Because that would change something for me.
And clearly, based upon this, I think that's probably her way of saying that I think she would pity you. She would give it.
Yeah, she'd give it to you.
Because it's almost like a joke to her.
Yeah, she's like, that's all you want? Okay.
That's all you want?
That's all you want? All right.
My God. So Gayle said that she did give him the money, that he paid her back on time, but that after the transaction and all, it fizzled. She couldn't really get beyond it.
She said you broke, bitch. She said you don't got $4,000.
Gayle said, listen.
She said you 50 years old and you don't got $4,000.
She said, listen, I am, but you know what? I do like that she did that.
I mean, I would give it to her too. I mean, like you could get, he can be inside of you, but he can't give you $4,000, but you can't give him $4,000 and you rich as shit. You got Gayle King money. Gayle King is making good checks too. She ain't making Oprah bread, but she really making a good check.
She's making real good. I mean, she has that show with Charles Barkley.
Gayle, what's it called? No, King
somebody.
King Charles.
She has that show with Charles Barkley, and she also has that CBS morning show.
Yeah, no, Gail probably makes like 15, 20 million a year.
Oh, I'm sure. And when she re-signed with CBS a couple years, like a year ago, it was like reportedly like a huge, like 5-year agreement.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, her competition on the other networks are like Robin Roberts. You know, Robin's getting paid good.
Oh, you know they are.
Robin and I don't know who's on the other shows.
George Stephanopoulos.
George. So I think that she. What's going on with your ear?
I'm giving myself like a little like a headache, I was having a little headache, so I was giving myself like a little temple massage on the side.
Yeah, that could be the power of could be one of Onika's fans.
Yeah, just like trying. Yeah, like they done built some voodoo doll with some blonde hair. They're trying to get me. Yeah, I can see it right now.
Telling you, don't be talking about my queen.
Don't be talking about my queen. Don't be talking about Nicki today. Oh my God, this feels so good. Do you guys like temple massages? I love a talking temple massage. They should make a machine that does it for you.
The temple massages?
Yeah, that would be so fucking amazing. Because like they like vein like right on top of your ear when they massage it. Like, wow, that felt amazing.
You feel better?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's very good.
Yeah.
So we T-Pain.
What about
you? Don't want to talk about T-Pain.
No, we can talk about
yeah, I don't feel like you do.
What do I want to talk about?
What talk?
I'm trying to think about what I want to talk about. I don't know.
Go on.
I'm gonna freestyle something here.
Go.
Okay. So it's 2024. January is up. Have you completed the things that you wanted to get done this year so far? The things that you wanted done for January.
Have I completed?
It's the last day of January.
I have. I didn't have a real big like to-do list.
Yeah.
I think my thing was like to become more present in this.
Yeah, to become okay in the podcast.
Yeah, take it. I mean, I always take it serious, but to step up whatever I thought I was lacking.
Okay.
And I've done that.
Okay, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, most definitely. I've been wanting to like do more like. I just keep wanting to be like just a better version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And like so, I'm now like a working creative in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the thing that's paying my money, which is interesting.
Yes, you are.
Broke, but still have a cool job,
and
with some interesting perks. Hello. And like it's right in Hollywood, and the sign, and you're doing the whole. It's like it's very like, whoa.
Yeah.
So now the goal for February is to like get it like more like stable.
Okay.
Yeah, to be like a little bit more stable, and to keep going out and making more like friends and more acquaintances, and like to put out some more stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. What's your plan for the next month?
Well, the next month is my last month before I have a birthday in the first week of March.
Have we thought about what we're doing for the birthday?
Like a little party.
Little party.
Yeah.
Are we inviting the audience?
We're definitely not inviting the audience.
Oh, audience, you can't come.
Yeah, you're definitely not invited. I like y'all, but no. Now,
Yeah.
people there will be some people who are our audience who will be there.
Who will be there? Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Hi.
They will be there.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You
You'll
know
be
who you
there.
are. Yeah.
A lot of people, but I feel like we're just gonna probably do like a redo of last year.
Wine
a
bar.
good little wine bar.
Yeah.
And just bring more people.
Yeah.
And we just sit out and talk and get drunk.
It was a nice bougie little fest, talking with many different types of people.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a lifetime of so much has happened
In the last year.
for me.
Yeah, I guess a lot has happened in the last year. Last year has kind of
This year's been it's been like highs and lows, as you know, the lowest of lows, but also some very good. Like there have been some things. I've met new people.
Yeah.
Who mean something, who are becoming something.
Sure, yes. We love people becoming something. Hey.
I
throw that pussy back.
My Lord. Okay.
Pussy is a word that Oko uses.
It is a word that I use.
It's not really a word that I use. You know what's interesting about this show? Oko's a lot tamer on this show than he is in real life. I'm I guess I'm the wild card, I feel like, on the show.
Yeah.
But in like real life, when these cameras aren't all on, Oko's more of a wild card. It's more equal footing on who's more of a wild card. I feel like in this setup, I play more of the wild card. But Oko is definitely like a little bit more reserved.
I am.
A smidge more reserved on the show. It's interesting to see because I don't think you've said pussy one time. This is 12
On the
episodes
show?
in. Yeah.
And I say it every day.
Yeah, Oko says pussy every fucking day. I say pussy never. But because,
Good old pussy.
because the lights are on, I'm like, oh, we can say pussy now. But
That's
I'm
true.
But
You know, there was a video of, I don't know who should be saying him either, but I saw a video of Chris Brown on some website today. And
is your man on the floor? If he ain't, let me know.
I saw a video of him, and he was basically talking to like a podcast just within in the house, and they were reading like fan mail, and one of the fans said, "Ooh, you make my pussy wet." And when I tell you, Chris Brown thought that was so funny. He thought that was so funny. He just howled at that. He was like, "Whoa." That is the wildest thing I've ever heard.
That's the wildest thing I've heard today.
But it also like made me like realize that, I mean, Chris Brown lived here in LA.
With all these gays. Yeah, they're all over the place.
And the idea that he's not getting hit on by gay Los Angeles men
is
everyone, out of the world.
Everyone making your music videos is gay dudes. You're like your photographer, gay guy. The videographer, that might be a straight guy. The stylist, gay guy. Makeup artist, gay guy. Hair girl, gay guy. These are all like your favorite artists. All of them are designed head to toe, pretty much by gay men. Like 80% of the team is gay. 80% of the team is gay men, and 80% of artists have teams that are 80% gay men. It's like a lot of people. I've been the gay men on the teams of people doing the things before.
Yes, and you've also been like the only gay man on teams.
I've also been the only gay man on teams. This is true.
So you know like both sides of it.
Yeah, this is true. Gay stuff. Production's interesting. LA is a fun place.
Right. This could be the last, I don't know. If one of the following celebs were to crash your wedding, who would you prefer?
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to even know this first one. A, Kevin Gates. You know Kevin Gates?
Yeah, people compare me to him sometimes vocally.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Two,
which is weird.
B, Kanye.
Okay.
So this is who will you want to crash the wedding. 3, I know you want to answer. 3, Rihanna.
Yeah.
And number 4 is Tokyo Tony.
Yeah, Rihanna. If I was gonna have someone, I was gonna say. That's the obvious answer.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would do.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a different question. Mm-hmm. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
We'll just toss up Rihanna again.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, we got Rihanna and Beyonce and Coco Jones.
Fuck Rihanna.
Okay.
Marry Giselle. Kill Coco. I don't even know her like that.
That wasn't a good middle ground. I'm trying to think.
It was almost easy.
I'm trying to think who.
And I like her. God bless her, but I don't even know her.
Who can I sum up for Coco Jones to have made that harder?
Yeah, that wouldn't have been hard for me.
I'm like, I guess I'm like, who would have been? I'm like, I don't know who would have been harder. I was trying.
You could have said Aretha.
I almost like knowing you. Yeah, you
know, old bitches.
You would have had a harder time deciphering something like that. Diana Ross. Yeah. Yeah, let's sub out Coco Jones for Diana Ross. Now let's see what the answer is. Yeah, so Rihanna, Beyonce, Diana Ross.
Oh, okay. I would have fuck Beyonce, marry Diana, kill Rihanna.
Damn. Spicy.
Because, I mean...
I would not do that.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd have to kill Diana Ross. Because she's already old.
And that means she
why would I take
deserves to die?
Versus the other two? Who got another 40 years left each? Diana already old. And I love Diana, but Diana's already old. Tracy, don't follow our show. We really like you.
Yeah, you better correct that. Yeah, you talking about her mama.
I know, Tracy. We follow the show. We really like you. It was just like it was
leave her mama alone.
Me answering honestly. I really like you, Tracy. It's true.
No, we like Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh yeah, she's so great.
And I had a client that was neighbors to Diana Ross's other daughter, who's the teacher.
Okay.
I won't say her name because she's not famous. Not that we don't know her. She's Diana Ross's daughter, so I'm sure it's all out there. But I don't want to be like a Barb and doxing these people.
Dox these people.
So whatever.
Sure.
But she was a teacher. Yeah. She is a teacher. And when I tell you, when I got word with my client that was their neighbor, I prayed, and I was there. I worked with them for 8-9 years, and every time I was there, I prayed that Diana would be there.
We would come by, and she never did.
I never saw her visiting her child. Diana, I don't know what she was doing because you didn't visit that one. Maybe she was up there with Tracy. or what's that little petite guy named? The cute little son, the yellow looking.
I have no idea. Tracy H.
Evan Ross. He's an actor.
Maybe I know who that is.
He's the one that's married to Ashley Simpson.
That does not.
You know Ashley Simpson?
I hate him, kind of.
Jessica Simpson's sister.
Yes, I have I've heard the name.
Well, he's married to Ashley, and I think she must be visiting them too, because I never saw Diana Ross. And I've heard other stories about Diana Ross, but this would not be a telling a Diana Ross podcast. But I do know that she never came to visit in all them years.
I mean, you never saw her come to visit.
Yeah, that's fair. I never saw her. I never saw her car or anything like that.
So they're expanding the child tax credit.
Explain for our audience what that means.
Okay, so during the pandemic, there was a child tax credit. No. So during the tax season, you get a credit for like having a kid.
Okay.
I don't know how much money it is, but they're making it more money.
Good.
So parents, thanks for helping the world, and you guys are going to get some more bread. And Biden's going to get him another term.
Because of doing that?
That's probably going to help. Because they're going to get that money in like April, May, elections in November. They're going to remember that. You just got a little baggy bag. That's like a stimmy.
Well, that's possible because, remember like those stimulus checks like literally became like known as Trump checks. And he was getting the credit for that.
No, they were stimmies in New York. We didn't call them Trump bucks.
Yeah, but they were, I don't know.
Trump bucks? Huh? No, they have stimmies. Maybe it was Trump bucks. I think it was stimmies though.
Yeah, but like for a lot of Americans, they were calling them Trump checks. Because he loved that. I hope you're right. I hope that that does ignite people to vote in droves because look like he need it.
Did you hear about the icon of the seas?
This is a boat.
In a really big
boat. The biggest boat. Yeah.
Would you go on a cruise with me?
Not really.
It'll be fun.
I don't like cruise.
Have you been on a cruise?
I have.
You didn't like it.
Mm-mm. And I don't really like them now with like this post-COVID world.
Why didn't you like it?
Well, first of all, I didn't like it because I got a little seasick at some points.
Sure, that happened to me too.
But I was 19 when my mom and my sister went. It was a cute little time. We had a good time, but however many years later, 14, Lord.
Grandpa.
Old. All these years later, like, I'll tell you this, when I hear them stories of them people getting diarrhea and then I get diarrhea, or you get sick and then I get sick, that scares me. I do not want to be sick. Like, I have I'm afraid of like getting sick on a fucking boat.
I like how cruises cost a flat rate to get on the boat, and then you can do all the stuff on the boat generally, and then that's just what it's free. But
to that boat in particular, that boat is supposedly horrible for the environment.
Why?
Because of like one of the gases that they're using that is emitting is horrible for the environment. So they're climate activists that have been like really protesting the last couple of days of how, yes, it is the biggest ship, but it is not bad for a world that we know is warming almost at rapid pace.
I looked into like going on to like working on a cruise ship because I was like, I would go on cruises. Like, that sounds like fun. You get to travel and then like you're on the boat and you probably get to party and drink and stuff and have fun and use the pool and all that stuff when you're like not working and all that stuff. And then I like looked into it and it's not like that, or not really. Cause like I was like, oh, like it would be cool if you could work like 3 weeks a month and then like take a week off, like work 3, take one off, something like that. And they're like, no, you have to live on the boat for 6 months. And you don't really get like a day off at a time. You just get like 6-hour chunks sometimes.
No.
8-hour chunks, maybe like 12 hours in a row, but you won't get like probably like an entire day off. And I was like, oh, because there's lots of jobs on a boat. Like you can pretty much find like damn near every job that you can find like in a day-to-day setting, you can find on a boat. Mm-hmm. They have like firefighters and cameramen and audio people and nurses and bartenders and cleaners and all this. Like there's a lot of tailors.
I didn't know they have firefighters on boats.
Yeah, like they have all these jobs pretty much exist on boats. Accountants, people crunching numbers, shit. There's just like lots of numbers. Like that boat holds 10,000 people, like 2,500 of them are staff.
Right.
That's like a lot of fucking people.
Right.
So like that's like a lot of people. And so I was like thinking about really working on a boat, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to live in a tiny cramped space like a dorm room in college for 6 months at a time. And then that sounds awful.
That does sound bad. Do you how many cruises have you been on?
2.
Okay, I don't know why I thought you probably had been on more than that.
No, I've been on 2. It's not really my preferred method of travel.
Okay.
But like I like how it's like a flat rate. And I like how you can see a lot of stuff. I really want to be bougie, and I think like for my 30th birthday, I want to fly to like Europe and then go take a cruise around like the Mediterranean.
That sounds fun.
Like, right? Like I feel like that would be a good thing to do. And I think it's like I have a little time between now and then to get my bag right.
Right. Do you read that Boeing, the plane? What episode did you? This was last week that you talked about the plane.
Yeah,
ripping apart.
With the plane ripping apart, like at the scene.
Well, they're back on. They have done the inspections and they're back in the airs. Well, one of their former quality managers, Boeing quality manager named John Barnett, is actually like sounding the alarm. He's saying that he believes that it is too soon for the planes to be back flying. And he says that the reason he believes it is because when he was working for them, he found out that the inspection operators and experts had been getting slashed from the assembly line in recent years.
Interesting.
So he feels like he's not saying that that's why that happened, but he's saying from like an internal standpoint that they don't even have some of the people that do the inspecting because they're cutting the jobs.
Boeing seems to have like a lot of money. I don't understand why they would be cutting jobs. If that makes sense. Like Boeing seems
Yeah,
to
I don't know. He didn't specify why.
Boeing doesn't seem like to be strapped for cash.
No.
Does that make sense? Like that's
but also
not,
why? But on the
they
flip
make
side,
like that's like America's plane line.
yeah. But why would they be rushing? I mean, this just happened when
Where the plane fell out the sky. Where it didn't fall out the sky, but where the thing ripped out. That was like maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
maybe 2. We talked about it last week. Yeah, maybe like 2
weeks ago. Yeah.
Like, what is the like? Why not just stall them for a little bit more?
Because that's expensive. I can see why I can see why that.
Because
they're not doing that.
Yeah, because they grounded all of them.
Yes. Now they got them all back in the air. They tightened some screws and some bolts, and I'm like, I'm not trying to fall out no jet. That sounds so shitty. I think of ways to go. A plane. That don't seem like fun.
I think it's so quick that you wouldn't know.
No, I don't think it's that quick at all. When that Boeing jet fell out of the fucking sky in Indonesia and in the wherever the fuck Jakarta, wherever it was, the plane was it was going up, and then the plane was nosing down, and then the pilots were pulling it back up like with everything they had, and the nose just kept bending down, so it just kept doing that until they couldn't do it anymore, and it slammed into the side of a fucking mountain. And that doesn't sound quick at fucking all. That sounds really
fair enough.
That sounds really shitty. Yeah, not the way I'm trying to step out of here if I can avoid it.
Yeah, but do you choose? Do we ever really choose?
I don't know if we get to choose.
I don't
but
think so.
If I can, I hope that ain't it. That just doesn't seem fun.
Boeing, figure out that shit and keep people safe.
Yeah, like
keep people safe.
Because you don't want it to be where niggas don't want to fly Boeing jets.
True.
That will fuck up your bag.
That will
fuck up your bag. And y'all got like one more accident, really. It's been about like 3-4 over the last like 3-4 years.
And they really was lucky with this last one, with this because nothing happened. Like nothing bad happened. Yeah. No one was in the seat. I believe that the seat closest to the opening did fall out. I think I read that seat completely went out.
And no one was sitting in
No
there?
one was sitting in it.
Oh, my God.
Thank God. That's lucky for them. That seat fell. I think the first, like the two seats nearest, it did, like...
Rip out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. It's also like Touched by an Angel.
Yeah.
With Della Reese.
Yeah.
You remember Touched by an Angel? You don't remember Touched by an Angel.
Touched by an Angel is the show with Della Reese, who's from that old black lady. What's her name?
She's dead.
What was she from else? What else was she from, though?
She was in like the movie Harlem Nights.
There we go.
Yeah.
And she was the one who got shot in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And foul mouth and very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Della. Good old Della.
Good old Della Reese.
Yeah, Della, funny story about Della. When I first moved here in 2010, Della she was still preaching because she was a preacher.
Sure.
And in the LA Weekly days, which is not a thing anymore, but LA Weekly used to have a Thursday publication that came out. And it was like where you look for ads for art and the new singers. I think I've told you this story. I was
like Men Seeking Men.
No, ads, child, no. Like ads for like art and if you're looking for a roommate.
Sure.
Studio. Yeah. And also like biblical ads. Like the churches use it as promotion. Come to my church. And Della's little picture was always there. Reverend Della Reese. And she was like a Lutheran preacher, Episcopalian or something at a church in like, I think it was Hawthorne.
I don't.
Something like that. But I remember like being in my early 20s thinking, I want to go to Della Reese's church. I never went.
You never went.
I never went. But shout out to LA Weekly because it was, I think I told you the story in real life. I was reading LA Weekly in like 2011 and they had this front page cover of a rapper. They were like, he's the next big thing straight out of Compton. Mm-hmm. And it was Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, you have told me that story.
Yeah, and I was like, I did not know who he was.
I was listening to Kendrick Lamar in my senior year of high school. So we were listening to him in like 2011. It was Section 80 was out at the time.
What was that, an album?
No, it was like the EP before it. Like, or there was an album, but it was like not a It wasn't like a major release. I think it was independent.
Because To Pimp a Butterfly is an album, right?
It's an album, and
I like
I think it's the first. I think it's the first one. But yeah, like Section 80 was the one before that. And me and my friend Elmo, shout out Anselmo. I haven't spoke to you forever, and I hope you're doing well. Last time I checked, I think you were in Florida. Elmo, Anselmo, if you're watching, I'm thinking about you.
Wait, these are two different people?
No, his name is Anselmo, but we called him Elmo.
Okay.
And what we had written like in each other's yearbooks, like it was like some Kendrick Lamar line from Section 80.
Because you were a listener, you liked.
Because we were a listener, we liked that album, we liked Kendrick. Then he became like really incredibly successful. At which point I can't listen to that stuff because it's too popular. I'm too anti-crowd to like stuff that's too popular. I've been that way since I was a kid.
Anti like for meaning like with hip hop?
Once it becomes really popular, like I'm really not that interested anymore. Like I have to back off of it. I like to like stuff, and then like I really like Doja Cat, and then she became really popular, and now I don't really listen to Doja Cat. She's a little too popular.
She's pretty popular.
She's very, very popular, and like when that happens to stuff that I like, I usually am like, oh, okay, whatever, and I'll move on to a new thing.
She's a baddie.
Doja? Mm-hmm. I don't like the no eyebrow thing, but she is a baddie.
Yeah, she's a baddie. She's fine.
I don't like everyone in this no eyebrows thing. Megan, please keep your eyebrows.
Megan ain't getting. I don't think you got to worry.
Please keep your eyebrows. I'm really not into these bitches with eyebrows.
You don't like the blonde eyebrows either?
No, I don't like it at all. I think it's weird.
Yeah, we have a couple. Yeah, I like them on some people.
Yeah, keep your eyebrows. Anyway, thank you for watching.
This was good.
Late Nights with Oko and Koko. Episode 12.
Episode 12. Episode 12.
Yeah, we're doing it.
We are doing it. We are. Thank you guys again, like you just said. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for wanting to know our thoughts, because we had been asked about people wanting to know what we thought about the week that transpired.
Yes.
And last words, is there anything else that you want to say about the week?
Just, don't be a bully.
Okay.
I think it's nicer to not be a bully. And yeah, don't be shitty. Don't be shitty. It's just easier to not be shitty. People don't understand that. But it's easier to just like be kind.
I think I would say that. I would agree with that. I would also add that I think that people should be able to like who you like and not feel the need to always compare them.
Yeah.
And that just goes for the bigger picture. That's not for Megan or just for what's the people name of Megan and Cardi? Nicki. Jesus. And I've only had Crown Royal. I don't know why I'm slurring.
Yeah, right.
That's not just for them. That's not for them. I just feel like these fans need to like pipe down. All the fans. I'm not just going to say the Barbs. I'm going to say everybody. Pipe down. We can root for Megan. We can also root for Onika. We can also give them both their credit because let's be real. They are bad black women doing the damn thing.
They are.
No one is doing it like them, honey.
No,
and that's just the truth.
I'm not rooting for you, Nicki.
You don't have to do that. I wasn't saying you root for Nicki.
Oh.
I wasn't saying that. I'm saying that regardless of that, that's your opinion. What I'm saying is that the bigger picture is she is doing the thing.
Nicki.
Yes.
Sure.
It could be complicated. It could be unnecessary.
Sure.
But hey, we're talking about it.
I mean, I don't know if that makes it a good thing, but sure.
I'm not like putting morality on it.
Sure.
Just saying you guys are doing the damn thing. You are on bitches' tongues.
You are on bitches' tongues. That's true. It would be so cool if Megan has a #1 album next week or #1 song next week. That'd be so fucking fire.
It looks like it's going to happen.
That would be really, really awesome.
It looks like it's going to happen and good for her.
That would be really, really awesome.
And you know, she is coming out this summer. She released that she got an album coming out this summer and she has Hot Girl Summer Tour.
I would go see Megan live.
She said that on Good Morning America yesterday. I'm glad we kind of circled back to that because I would have regretted not mentioning that. But yeah, so she got a tour coming out and an album.
Yeah, I would go. I assumed there was an album coming, but I'm excited that there's a tour and.
And she says that this is her first tour since this is like her first tour. She's like, because she's kind of been in the house since 2019.
Yeah.
She feels like this would be that first hot girl summer where she can have the hotties out.
Yeah.
And they can have a good time.
They can act up and
you think she would have
some ass.
She can shake ass.
Yeah,
child.
she can.
Jesus.
God.
Oof. You think that she will have have someone with her? Like
She'll definitely have an opener. Who that opener will be? Don't know. Maybe it'll be me.
We should end with that.
Till next time, y'all.
Bye, y'all. See you guys next week.
Yeah, it's Late Nights with Oko and
Bye.
Koko.